Hey guys, Marsegid here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and so today we had a bit of an update in the news about the upcoming content. There was some stuff that we expected to see, and obviously there was a little bit of speculation about certain things we could see that did not happen. Obviously we know that we're getting the LR Kale and Kefla thanks to the producer letter and the details being posted on Twitter, but then we did not get a data download yesterday or today. There was some speculation that we might see some news about, like, for example, the Tech Kale and Kefla EZA, because that would sort of fit the same sort of content cycle of news coming out on Twitter, the next day there being a data download, and then the day after the things come out in the game. So at the moment, still a little bit up in the air as to what exactly we are going to see until we do indeed get the data download. But you can see here we had the information in the game. We're getting a new stage for the Daima story, stage 11. It's interesting, we're going to be getting fairly close to the end of the story of Daima with these story stages, and still have not gotten any further in the story in terms of the summonable units that we have. I know a lot of people were hoping Golden Week would be Daima. I think now that we know that the global Dokkan campaign, which is going to be in July and essentially seems to be replacing the worldwide celebration, I feel like there's a very strong possibility now that that is going to be Daima themed. And considering that's going to be, depending how many stages they want to keep adding to this story event, that could coincide quite well with this event finally being like fully updated with the last stages, which would obviously be versus the full power Third Eye Goma, and then we go straight into the global Dokkan campaign and we get him and obviously Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. I don't expect anything special from this stage, but you never know. We could see in the data download there could be another farmable card. So far there is only the Goku and the Vegeta. It would be nice to get a farmable card of one of the other characters who is less likely to get a summonable unit, like Pansy or Aransu. I'm assuming Majin Ku and Do would eventually be summonable characters, but he may be even one of the Tamagamis. Like, it'd be good to get another farmable character for Daima, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then we are going to get a burst mode. Now, this is quite funny. This is like ruffled a few feathers, because this burst mode is for Unearthly Key Powerful Patara Fusion Fighter. And so, for those of you who aren't aware, that is the burst mode of the Kefla Dokkan Fest. So, obviously a lot of people a little bit annoyed that, like, you know, we're not getting a Kefla with the LR, which is what people were expecting, and then we're getting a Kefla burst mode instead. But it makes sense, because the stage I imagine is going to be the stage 2 versus the Tech Kefla, which of course is, you know, the start off of that unit is Kale and Kefla. So obviously it does go like hand in hand with the celebration. It could obviously be for stage 1, I guess, which then would just be straight up Kefla, but I suppose you do fight Super Saiyan 2 Kefla and Super Saiyan 2 KO in stage 1. So I would imagine this is going to be pretty easy. Because we have not had the data download yet, we do not know exactly what the categories are going to be. But of course, as always, I will do a video beating the stages, getting the 6,000 points with both of the missions. Let me know your thoughts or predictions down below on what you think the missions will be. Considering, like, it's very often based around the actual fight itself. Kefla obviously fights UI Goku, so I could potentially see reps of Universe 7, maybe Realm of Gods, but obviously we will have to wait and see. Sometimes they want you to have pulled like the new unit as well, so Universe 6 could be a mission, because that's of course the leader skill for Kale and Kefla, but we will have to see. Now, the one thing that this does kind of highlight to me, with them not posting any Twitter information or anything about it, is that we probably are going to have to wait a little bit longer for the EZA for Tech Kale and Kefla, which is unfortunate, because if we take a look at the timeline from last year, if we go to the Japan timeline and then go to May 2024, you can see that, like, on the same day that the Part 2 LR came out last year, which was the 14th, they also dropped like 5 sub EZAs. So it's possible we could see something like this with some sub EZAs, but a lot of people were expecting that this is where we would then just get the Tech Kefla EZA, because Kale and Kefla's team, having the Universe 6 as a leader skill, is going to be significantly worse, right, without that Tech Kale and Kefla EZA. even if they do drop some sub EZAs, I mean, there's not that many Universe 6 cards left that don't have EZAs. There's like free-to-play ones, like in terms of the sub EZA, because Dokkan Fest wise, there's not that many anyway. There's AGL Kale, which most people think it's too early for her to get an EZA. I think they should just do it, because then it would make the team actually good. But there's only like a few free-to-play units, like the AGL Vados, the STR Champa. There's the physical hit, which would be pretty good. But in terms of like unfeatured pool SSRs, there aren't really many. There's the Tech Frost, but he's the banner unit for AGL Kale, so it feels unlikely that he would get an EZA before her. And of course, they've been kind of lacking with sub EZAs recently anyway, so not really sure what's going on with these guys. Obviously, it could be a case of we saw a week later is the time slot where we got the Super EZA for Kid Buu last year, and we do normally see, like, when a celebration starts, there is like a gap, right, and then there's the EZA, because it was the beginning of May we got the Hit and Goku, and then we had to wait a little bit for the Hit and God Goku EZA. It was like about a week, right, that brought us in line with the 8th of May. So it's very possible that Kale and Kefla, they'll be dropping on the morning of the 15th for me in the UK, evening of the 14th in the US. It's very possible that we have to wait anywhere between like 4 days and a full week in order to get the Tech Kale and Kefla EZA, which I think is a bad decision, because, like I say, the Universe 6 team is going to be very, very weak. Like, on the day that Kale and Kefla release, like, even if they do those free-to-play EZAs, they're not going to be, like, game-breaking units. The physical hit could be really good, but he's, like, the newest out of all of those characters as well. So, in honesty, it feels like he's probably the least likely one that will actually get an EZA. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. You know, the information could be in the data download tomorrow, but realistically they'd have to post the Twitter details tomorrow, otherwise it's just going to get spoiled by the data download. So we might have to wait to see the Tech Kale and Kefla EZA, which obviously is a little bit unfortunate. We do know as well, of course, if we take a look back here, that we are getting the maintenance tomorrow on JP from 2 AM UK time to 8 AM. We should also be getting the World Tournament rewards tomorrow morning on Global. There has been no info about a maintenance on Global, so obviously this maintenance, I imagine, will include the data download for JP. So that means that either Global is just going to get a separate standalone data download tomorrow and not have maintenance before Kale and Kefla comes out, which seems interesting, especially because we would imagine that all the stuff in the data download is not just Kale and Kefla, but all the things that they talked about with the 15th being the Dokkan special day and all that kind of stuff. I guess, like, most of that stuff, it seems, can be implemented without there being a maintenance, because there's still, even as of now recording, there is no maintenance announcement, like, for Global. So I guess we will have to wait and see exactly how that's going to play out. But yeah, that's a little bit of an insight. There's not really much. I think the big thing will be tomorrow, when this maintenance has ended. It should include the data download on JP, and even if Global has not had a data download yet, obviously in theory everything in the JP data download for part 2 of the celebration should be the same stuff on Global, so that will at least give us a bit of an insight as to what's going on. But unfortunately it does seem like we will just be getting the Kale and Kefla EZA, and then the burst mode, and of course the Daima free-to-play story event stage. And that's kind of it as it looks right now. So hopefully the data download has a little bit more in store for us once the maintenance is over on JP. But of course, once that's all said and done, I will do a video and let you guys know. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this Golden Week so far. I know people have been kind of disappointed, and I feel like not only is there now the disappointment that Kale and Kefla don't fuse into Kefla, but now it very much feels like the beginning of the part 2 of the celebration. Just, it doesn't even really have much content. So unless there are some surprise, like, sub EZAs and stuff that we see in the data download or in the maintenance, because that's what they ideally will do. We won't see all those details until the maintenance is finished. So if they tweet a bunch of EZA details tomorrow morning before the maintenance finishes, then at least we'll have the official announcement before they get spoiled by the data download. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, let me know all your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section once we've got that data download tomorrow. and we'll know things about like the tickets and stuff like that, I will do a video. Someone will skip for the Kale and Kefla banner. So let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.